Hey guys, this is deadbydawn93 here back once again, and tonight I'm going to be doing a review of a movie I've been wanting to see for a really long time, and that is Curse of Chucky. Now, as you guys know, I've loved the entire Child's Play series ever since I saw the first Child's Play movie back when I was about 6 years old, and it was like the first horror film that I ever saw. So, of course, when I heard that they were doing this movie, I was really excited about it. First off, when I heard about it, I heard that they were going to make a remake to the original, and I was a bit let down. I really don't want to see a remake to Child's Play unless they keep it true to the original, because I love the original so much that, seeing them remake it is kind of in some way I'm against it, but in some way I'm kind of looking forward to seeing if they were to do it. Then I find out that they're actually making a 6th movie in the Child's Play series, and I thought that was a lot better. I'd much rather see a sequel than a remake for a movie. Now, my first thoughts about the movie when I first heard about it was I didn't really like the way Chucky looked to begin with, but I didn't read a lot about the film. I saw a couple of pictures of him, I saw the trailer for it, and I was not that big a fan of, the way he looked. But, honestly, I must say, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought that it was probably one of the better movies in the Child's Play series. If I had to rank this one, I'd definitely say that this one is probably maybe my 3rd or 4th favorite in the series. I think I liked it more than Bride or Seed, definitely. I think I like the first and second one the best, and then I think I'd probably put this one as my 3rd favorite of the series, and then because I actually think I enjoyed this one more than Child's Play 3. So yeah, this one was really good. Basically, the movie is about this girl named Mika, and she lives in this old house with her mother, who she's taking care of. And basically, oh sorry, no, her mother is there to take care of Mika. Sorry, I'm used to movies where it's the daughter taking care of the mother. In this one, the mother is taking care of Mika. Sorry, and the reason why is because she's in a wheelchair and she can't really get around the house very much. Well, when the movie begins, she receives a package in the mail, and the mother opens it up, and it's actually a Chucky doll. And like I said, the Chucky doll looks really different from this one. His hair's a lot longer. His face looks really different than the way it did in the original film. But it was really creepy, I must say. I do think that Chucky looks pretty creepy in this one. He doesn't look as realistic as, he doesn't look like a normal doll as in the first one, but he does look pretty creepy. Well, it turns out that Chucky, this is not a spoiler, it happens at the very beginning of the movie, ends up killing the mother. And, Mika, she doesn't know what's going on. She believes somebody, broke in. So, her sister, as well as her husband, they come in and basically are there to help Mika, get through, be there for the funeral of their mother. They also have a nanny, and Mika's sister has a daughter who, of course, takes up Chucky and, starts, playing with him and things like that. Because, you saw that coming at the beginning of it. And, yeah, from that point on, the movie, it goes a long way. I'm not going to go any further into the story, honestly, because I really want people to go see this movie. I was really surprised by it. First off, it's really creepy, I must say. I was really surprised at how creepy the movie actually was. It wasn't, really creepy. It does have a bit of jump scares in it, which I think was a bit, I was like, I'm kind of done with jump scares, but it had a great build-up, and the music really added to it. So it worked, despite having so many jump scares, it was a pretty creepy movie. Of course, Brad Dourif comes back to be the voice of Chucky, and it turns out the girl that plays Mika is his daughter. I can't remember her name right now, but, it's really cool that, she is now coming up and being in a Chucky movie along with, her father. And, yeah, the movie, I didn't really know what to expect from this movie. I've been told that it was sort of a cross between, it's supposed to, when I first heard it, I thought it was supposed to be the events that took place after Child's Play 3, I think. But as it goes on, I'm not really sure exactly what place it is, because it actually has things from the entire series. Like at one point, Mika is looking up Charles Lee Ray because she's curious about the Chucky doll, because she's starting to, of course, suspect that Chucky might be, doing these things. Like at one point, the father, there's a preacher that comes by that they bring over, and he ends up getting poisoned. And so she begins to investigate. The only reason why the sister is there is because she wants Mika to sell the house that they've been into, basically just for money. The sister character, who I can't remember her name, was kind of a bitchy character, but I liked her character because you're supposed to not like her in the movie, and I think that she, did a really good job. I cannot remember the name of the actress that played her, so forgive me, but yeah, it was really, really good. And well, Mika, she actually starts, trying to figure out who Charles Lee Ray is. That's when she starts talking about Andy. She finds out about Andy Barkley from the first 3 films. So that's a connection there. Also, I don't want to give too much away. I will say, however, that Jennifer Tilly does make a return in this one, which, of course, connects to the 4th and 5th film. Also, Chucky's got some stuff on his face that blocks all of his scars. Originally, I thought that, that it was just a completely new body, but it turns out it was the same body as he had in Bride and Seed. So that was really good. But like I said, I don't want to give too much away into this movie, because if you're a Chucky fan or a Child's Play fan, you definitely have to see this movie. I know it's been out for a while, but I highly, highly recommend anyone who has not seen Curse of Chucky to go check it out. It is definitely one of the best in the series. It got really bad. It got back to the creepiness of it. It was actually pretty creepy. I found myself, a little bit creeped out. I wasn't really scared by it, of course, but it was really creepy, and that's all that mattered. I'm glad they did that. I'm glad that they didn't stay with the whole, the funny comedy thing that they had going on in the 4th and 5th one. It wasn't like that. This was a full horror movie. Like the 4th and 5th are, comedic, and Chucky started being more, I don't want to say a joke, but he wasn't scary anymore, and he was just something to sort of laugh at in the last movie, I'd say, especially in the Seed of Chucky. I think that, but I mean, and I do like those movies, don't get me wrong, but I prefer the scary, the stalking Chucky, and that's who he was in it. Also, the way that, I don't know if this is really a connection, but the way Mika gets around is that she has a, elevator in her house, which actually reminded me of the first movie, because there's like a lot of scenes with an elevator, because, if you've seen the first one, the mom first discovers that Chucky's alive and it starts chasing after him, going down the spiral staircase, so it kind of reminded me of that. The music, for some reason, the music kind of reminded me of the Suspiria theme. I don't know why, it just kind of did. But, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this movie, guys. If you have not seen Curse of Chucky, I highly, highly recommend it. I was really surprised by this, and I'm really excited to see where the series goes. I'm hoping that they make a 7th one soon, because I'm really excited about it. Now, was I overly, was I really impressed by this one? I was, but I must say, there was a lot of things in it that I didn't like about it. I didn't really get the last end shot. If you've seen the movie, there's one last scene in it where I'm just kind of like, what? I didn't really understand that. It's just like a character pops up, and I don't know who that character is, but I did like that they kept the original, the chant that Chucky does, and at the very end of the movie, it comes, he keeps that. You also hear a full backstory of Charles Lee Ray, which I'm not going to get into either, because you got to see it. And the twist at the end, I honestly did not see the twist coming, honestly, because there is a twist in it, and it was really good. And yeah, so I would definitely get this movie maybe 3.5, maybe 4 stars. There was a lot of things about it I liked, but of course some things about it that I didn't like, to where I didn't really find it as, I guess, as great as everyone said it was. This is just one of those movies that are a bit too overhyped, but at the same time, it actually lives up to most of the hype. It's not as good as everyone says it is, but it's still a pretty great, solid sequel. So if you're a fan of the Chucky movies, I highly recommend Curse of Chucky. But anyway, guys, that is my quick review for Curse of Chucky. Like I said, I know it wasn't a full review, but I didn't want to give anything away to people who haven't seen it. So please check it out. If you have seen Curse of Chucky, definitely let me know what you think about it. Leave a video response or a comment down below. Or send me a video response. I keep forgetting YouTube took that out. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And, yeah. Chucky. It's awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.